Hey everybody, welcome to the POS Podcast. Back on a regular schedule now, I guess, because last time we had it 2 weeks ago. So hopefully we can keep this for a while, at least. So have you guys been?
Wow, how are you, Paleo?
I'm good.
No, you're well. Superman's doing
Well,
good.
shut up.
Wow, he's gonna be the guy.
I love that line from 30 Rock where it's like, "No, you're doing well. Superman does good."
No one else.
No one else.
Wow. Okay.
Well, yeah, just status quo show over here.
Yeah.
It's getting warmer after this entire week of freezing cold.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because we're all like, because Jax, you're up north a bit. You guys are in the Carolinas, and I'm in Virginia. So
Look at Carolina.
So we're fortunate enough to at least avoid the freezing cold with things like the
The
Midwest.
vortex.
Yeah, right. The vortex. Y'all see that picture of like the sexy vortex?
Yeah,
drawing?
I did.
Good stuff.
The sexy vortex.
What if humans are the only species where our sex drive is actually where it's at, and all the other intelligent creatures are like, those guys are fucking weird. Like, we don't want to go to Earth. They might fuck us. They might fuck us. We're like,
We're like, alien hotties, all right.
yeah.
She's green.
I have 13 orifices. Whoa! I just scared Lammy. Sorry, Lammy.
Because Lemmy's like, what are you into, my man?
Don't worry, Lammy. You're good, Lammy. Oh, I gotta console my dog here. Keep talking, Paleo.
Okay.
Console.
Yeah. You're gonna put a video game console in your dog? What?
Right.
Look at it.
You got a haircut today.
So did I.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you
good.
did?
You're
Thank you.
fresh.
I
Yeah.
like fresh things.
So there's not a lot to talk about this show, but we'll talk about some big things, and then we'll move on to Q&A. So if you want to ask us any questions, our Twitter handles are right there below us, and you can follow us on Twitter and see when the podcast is posted. But you can ask us questions at the second part of the show, or you can use the super chat, and those are always appreciated. So I guess the first thing we'll move on to is something that happened just last night, and that's the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
That was in Atlanta. That's my old town. Well, I say that like the same way folks who live like 45 minutes away from New York.
Yeah,
like, I'm from New York.
I met a friend like online like a long time ago, where
Who
he
meets
said,
friends online?
I know, right? I met him online like a long time ago, where I was asking like, hey, where are you from? He said Raleigh. I was like, Raleigh? Oh, I'm like 30 miles east of there. And he says, oh, really? I mean, I'm in Lewisburg. It was like, well, that's not Raleigh.
That's not Raleigh.
That's like literally close, much closer to me.
I get it if you're trying to do it for a landmark that people from not your state might not get it.
Yeah.
Because like
You
someone
say
would be
North
like,
Carolina at
"Hey,
that
where are you
point."
from?" I go, "I'm from Woodstock, Georgia," and they're gonna go, "Okay." But because that's where I was originally from, it's Woodstock, Georgia. But I'd say Atlanta for those. My camera just fucking died. And I'll say Atlanta just to help people out. And be like, yeah, I'm from, the only city in Georgia people know except for Savannah.
Dan, you ain't wrong. I can't even name another one.
Yeah. Why was it the Pepsi halftime show in Atlanta?
Sacrilege. That's why.
Yeah, because I was like, isn't Atlanta in Georgia like all about Coca-Cola?
Georgia is a Coke state through and
So
through.
why was it the
That's
Pepsi halftime?
Why did SpongeBob get shafted?
I know.
Why was it
right?
Why was it a boring game?
It was
Why?
like I didn't watch the whole thing. I was just like going up and back and forth from upstairs and downstairs, and like every time I was just paying attention to it, I was like, nothing's happening.
To be fair, the reason why nothing happened is it was like from a tactical level a good game. Like both coaches are like, I'm eyeing you down. I'm not going to let you score. It was just that the defense for each team were very, very good. But man, if the Patriots win again next year, I'm going to scream. Like, they need to lose. They need
Yeah.
to lose. They need to lose.
So I saw somebody do a joke on Twitter. It was like, if Tom Brady gets another ring, he'll have the they're gonna play that song from Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Oh, God. That's a game, I guess.
7 rings in hand. But yeah, the big thing from the halftime show was the SpongeBob like bait and switch.
The big thing.
Yeah.
that
Not to a
wasn't
lot
cool.
of people.
That wasn't cool. Because I get it. Like the majority of people watching the Super Bowl, they aren't fans of cartoons like we are. They're gonna go to SpongeBob, just coach or whatever. I'm gonna go watch.
Con a year where they cosplay.
Right? And a lot of them, by the way, I noticed a couple of things this year with the commercials. A lot of AI commercials. A lot. I guess that's the new thing. Alexa, don't cheat. Don't
you even.
Or phone or whatever, or car, AI. Hey, and also these car commercials, like I was talking to you about this, Paleo, about do they justify enough sales for these like kind of commercials? Like, who's buying a car who's like, you know what? I haven't bought a car in a few years. I'm gonna go buy a Mercedes. Let's be nice, be rich. And then the last one being the Game of Thrones ad. I like that one. That caught me off guard because I've been marathoning Game of Thrones, and because right now the recent Bud Light, I guess, shtick is it's a medieval time, and there's the Bud Knight. And he's like dressed up in blue armor. Looks like a really shitty like knight with this Bud Light, blue bottle armor. And they're having did anybody else see the commercial?
Yeah, it was like when the dragon showed up at the end when he's fighting the mountain. And shit like that.
They're jousting the mountain, like crushes his head, which is pretty great because that's like the Oberyn thing. I liked that. That was good. But a lot of the commercials are just so nonsensical. Like they had one with the Pizza Hut guy where it's like Abraham Lincoln going, for $5 you get a pizza. And that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The commercials this year were like really boring. Like last year, there were certain things like, "Oh shit, that's coming out." Oh shit, they had the Cloverfield thing, which even though it wasn't that great, it was like, "Oh wait, that's tonight." Oh, there was like,
yeah, they were releasing it tonight, and then everybody watched it, and they were like, "This sucks."
Yeah, it sucks. and there's so much stuff going on with the Super Bowl where it's just like Saber said, like, oh yeah, the defense was, they were great defensively, but it was just like, okay, if you don't play the game or you like just want to see like an exciting thing, I was just like, this is kind of meh.
No, it wasn't high scoring. It was just kind of like it wasn't like people throwing Hail Marys and going for the goal. It's more of, hey, we're playing defensively. We're going to play it smart and safe. And it's like,
it's good. It's like those people in MMA fights where they're like, one guy's like a jiu-jitsu person and the other person's like a puncher, and it's just like, I want to come down and do all this and grappling, and it's just like, all right, to people who want to just see, I want to see two people beat the fuck out of each other, but this guy's doing a grappling thing, and it's just like, it's great for him and his tactic, but it's not an entertaining thing to watch for like most people. So this whole Super Bowl thing was rather just like meh in that regard. And then like commercials, like, I mean, the only commercial really stood out was like the Endgame one, and I like looked away because I was like, I don't want.
Yeah, I didn't look at that.
Yeah, I just like I don't want to go in fresh, and then it was like what Toy Story 4. The only one I did like was the Guillermo del Toro one where he was like, that scary stories to tell in the dark one. It was like brief, like little snippets of that movie.
What his Netflix thing he's doing?
Is it a Netflix thing?
I think it is.
I thought it was kind of theaters.
So I thought too.
Yeah. Anyways, those are the only things I look forward to, because like I remember that's one of the things that I like about the commercials is like sometimes they like show a trailer. Like I was really hoping they were going to show a Child's Play trailer since the Chucky movie's coming out the same time as freaking Toy Story 4, and I was just like, I want to see like how they're going to do that, but no, they didn't. That was meh. Like, nothing to look forward to. Nothing.
Oh, it's CBS Films. Okay, yeah, it's not Netflix.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Yeah. But yeah, the SpongeBob thing. It felt weird because it's like, oh, they're acknowledging that people wanted it, but they're just not going to do it.
Well, did you see the tweets that guy posted, like who worked on it?
What do you say?
Okay, what happened? He said like, well, we at Nickelodeon and us animators who worked on this, we didn't know that they were going to do that. So like, don't like get mad. But basically, what happened was he gave that stuff to the NFL. And then they thought that Maroon 5 and all the other people were going to come out and sing a version of like, Sweet Victory.
Yeah, that's what everybody thought.
NFL got back to them like, yeah, no, they're just going to perform like your iPod Shuffle remix or some shit like that, and that's why they did that. And like he posted a bunch of tweets on Twitter. I retweeted him, and he was just saying like, yeah, it wasn't our fault. We would have had it this way, but that's what the NFL did. And then like Saber said earlier, it's like, well, yeah, they aren't really, even though all these kids have grown up now and they're like adults and they have families and stuff like that who saw that episode, like not all of them are just like, why are they playing this cartoony shit? Even though it would be a great, great like a tribute to Steven and his like work and stuff like that. They were just like, yeah, no.
It depends, like, because like if you really wanted to bring in a new of like consumers of viewers, then appealing in the halftime show to our demographic, it's kind of, it could work. Because like if you make it the focal points, I guess the dads watching would be like, I don't care.
Yeah, because it's like that thing last year with the Star Wars ad. Well, not the year before with the Star Wars ad. Like a bunch of like nerds and their like jock fathers, like, "What you doing here, boy?"
I'm just waiting for this ad, Dad. Well, I don't understand the game, but I'm just gonna watch with you. It's just like,
all right, boy. Yeah, this is a good game. And then, just waiting for that thing to show up. And
isn't it funny how that's it's funny how that is like the stereotype. But it's a stereotype for a reason because it's somewhat true. Like there are still dads out there, right, Hero? Like yeah. It's I don't know.
Because
like,
literally my mother yesterday when I was watching, I was like, they might do a SpongeBob thing. She's like, why are they doing a SpongeBob thing? I was like, well, the guy died. He was like really important. He made like the most like important cartoon like for 2 decades. And she was like, who cares? And I was like, a lot of people, but I can see like from your kind of people's standpoint is like really who cares, right?
Yeah, because it's just sort of like going into each other's like turf or something like you're not used to. Like it's like you didn't watch the football games for all those 8 weeks they were going over, like 12 weeks, whatever, how long it took to get on. Right. You're like just coming in to watch this one thing, and it's just like, okay, well, we've been watching this for like weeks and months and stuff like that, and you're just coming in to watch this one thing that we really don't care about. So it's sort of like that.
Yeah, I mean, but how many like football fans really care about the halftime show?
None. They take a leak and they might go, let's just see what happens.
They go to the kitchen, make nachos, they make out in the hallway. That's what they do. That's one of the parties.
Come here, Earl.
You're so fucking
But 2 things. So going into the halftime show, I was already kind of in the mindset of like I don't expect a lot. Like even if they do a little bit, it's still better than nothing. But I feel like we kind of got a bit like, like you did it in a way that kind of like leaves a bad taste in our mouth because. Right. Like if during the song of they're performing, like, and then all of a sudden it just goes dark, and you hear dun 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 dun, sweet victory.
Yeah, just like an extra.
But they had the drums. They had like the bass on there, shit like that. Like
just for a few seconds. Just for a few seconds, and then boom, go back to the other stuff. Go back into your shuffle, like you said, Jax, and that's enough. I'd be like, whoa, cool. But just have the horns playing up to it. It's like that's not what whatever. And what do you expect with mainstream folks and how they run this stuff? Do you think there's any kind of copyright shit? Like, did they have the right?
I don't think they have like. Because Nick said they like made that thing at the beginning for them.
Oh, they did.
They said
Nick
that.
Did. Okay.
The tweets said they made something special for them, and then they just didn't want to do a Sweet Victory cover. So
lame.
I guess it's just like the thing we were talking about, like the mainstream is like, oh, whatever, I don't care about that sponge.
No,
you'd always watch.
But the internet fucking loves SpongeBob, as you can see. Yeah. Like if there's something I've learned about SpongeBob last night is like the internet loves SpongeBob. They love it. You can tell the kids who grew up with it are on the internet and they're very loud right now.
Yeah. Another thing I saw that like a lot of people overseas, like some friends I have over in Europe, were watching the halftime show to see if it would happen, and all throughout the game they were like, why is football like so stop and go? What the hell?
yes, and it's the perfect sport for commercials. It is. All right, punt. All right, timeout. Okay, all right, we're in between plays here. They're drinking. No, like hockey? No. Soccer? No. It doesn't stop. Football? Oh,
basketball.
Basketball totally stops though.
Yeah.
Football is more explosive, so I get that they need to reset as a sport. It's a burst. But for advertisers, it's like, let's get that money out there. Whatever.
Basketball in the last quarter, basketball, it's like beep.
Yeah, but basketball knows how to make that shit sometimes exciting just because, like, all the dunks and shit like they're just like, oh shit, is he gonna dunk
Every
it?
4 seconds there's a penalty because people are getting desperate and shit. It's like, hurry!
Yeah, exactly. You're like acting like you got injured.
Wait.
Oh god, my arm back.
Speaking of other sports, did you guys hear about the NHL and what they did?
What did they do?
No.
Oh, okay. Let me tell you all about this. The NHL, it's like that in meme where it's like NFL was my friend, NHL is now my new friend. I think this happened last night. So there was a hockey game in Dallas, and I forget the name of the team, but they saw the Super Bowl screw up, and the people who were in charge of the stadium there were quick, and they took sweet victory. They took the uniforms that were red and made it green on the characters, because that's the color of their uniforms for their shit. They played the entire thing, and the audience was going fucking nuts. And it's like, holy shit, that's what you need to do. That's it. Just play it, you know? Like, they didn't, or I don't know. That was a good, like, man, way to put the NFL in their place, NHL. I might even want to watch a hockey game. I don't know. You kind of won me over, man. Now I might be a new consumer of your products.
Yeah, hockey's fun. You get to see people beat each other up, like have that shit like fight things. And they just
Hockey's intense, man. It's
Yeah.
intense.
Somebody in the chat mentioned that there's going to be a reanimated collab for Band Geeks.
Oh, sweet.
They're
That's
doing
awesome.
that episode. So
Would you say that's like the quintessential like SpongeBob episode?
Yeah, a lot of people
It's
say
my
it's the
favorite.
best one. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's not my
Why?
personal favorite, but I can acknowledge that it's probably the best one.
I
If
think
you were
I-
in band in high school or college, then you basically have to
Yeah.
have it be your favorite.
okay, so 5. Right, that's right now. 5 quintessential SpongeBob episodes.
I mean, I've already done like lists of SpongeBob.
Well, right now, come on, let's do it right now.
I forgot what they were.
What's that?
Sailor Mel.
Sailor Mel's, yeah, that was a great one.
Penis.
Which one? Sailor Mail?
That's the one where they learn swear words.
Okay, I'd say the Pinhead and Dirty
I
Dan.
Yeah.
I think Wet Painter should be there as well.
Yeah, wet painters.
Which one was that?
It's where they were painting Mr. Krabs' house.
chocolate
Okay.
nuts.
Yeah, chocolate one.
Yeah.
And then Band Geeks. There you
Fancy
go.
living, here we come. La la la.
Those are the 5.
Whenever our generation graduates college, fancy living, here we come.
La 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 la.
Mm. A big outside of SpongeBob, another halftime show that people have been wanting for quite some time is Weird Al.
That's
which
something
I-
more people could get into, I think.
Well, yeah, I think it'd be pretty great, even if he showed up just for a moment, because I know that a big part of it is, we did surveying, we did our focus test group, we need Ariana Caramel Macchiato Grande, we need,
Thank you.
I
I
realize
like Ariana Grande, though.
Thank
she's
you.
white! She's white! I did not know that!
Did you say she's
Nothing.
white or she's white?
Nothing. I was surprised because I saw a tweet where someone's like, "Oh, Ariana Grande's, she's trying to not be white." I'm like, "She's white?" And I looked it up and I was like, "Holy shit, she's white!" Like,
What?
the way
She's not
You
Hispanic.
never want?
no, she's not Hispanic. She's not brown. She's white.
Yeah, I thought that was
She just-
kind of. I used to watch that Victoria show she was on, so like that's why I kind of knew from the get go.
Never heard of her until this last year or so ago.
Oh, okay, yeah. I used to watch her on Victorious, and that's Sam, not Sam
Interesting.
and Cap, but like Victorious.
So I was surprised. I was like, "Wow, that bitch is white." I mean, whatever. You can wear whatever color you want and change yourself, I guess, as long as you're doing it with, I guess, in good taste, maybe.
Mhm.
But Weird Al, that'd be great. Like, just have like
Yeah.
all these other like musicians on stage, then have Weird Al perform with him with his accordion and move on to the next one. But then again, like I was saying, like a lot of these folks are like, no, it has to be trendy and cool. It has to be something that's just straight up like a good concert or whatever. So
Like, remember when Missy Elliott showed up and a bunch of like new
That was
kids were like,
so
who
good.
the fuck is Missy Elliott? Who is she? Is she a new artist? And it's just like oh my god, she's been
Like, don't disrespect my girl, please.
yeah, exactly. Don't. Like, she did
wee
so
babes.
good. Oh my god.
Missy Elliott is wonderful. I love her to death.
All right. I guess we'll talk about another show that also happened this past weekend. The Annie Awards.
That was a production nightmare, right?
Yeah, at least for the second half. When you showed up,
Oh
it
my gosh.
wasn't that bad. Like when me and Jack started watching, But like
Yeah, it
the
was
second
fine
half,
with-
they started messing up a lot of stuff.
Then wasn't it? Wait, didn't it start falling apart when Jim Cummings came on? Like that's when it started to fall apart. Because before
Yeah.
that was fine. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like everything was good.
And the award goes to Mickey
Mouse,
Mouse,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Turtles. That was terrible. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't
horrible.
get why they did a tie for that. Like they did a tie for
They've done ties
storyboarding.
before.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, they
They
did
probably
it
have so
last
many
year
of
as
those
well.
awards to
Oh,
give
yeah.
out, they can just they can spare some.
Yeah, it's just weird when they have a tie, like in an award
I agree.
shows. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but the production quality of that show just kind of really solidifies why like animation is still kind of considered laughable in the industry, in the entertainment
Yeah.
industry. I feel bad because
I still
It's
like
what-
because you weren't there for the part where they were giving out the Winsor McKay Awards, which that's an award that like not a lot of award shows do, where it's like, oh, this is an award for like your lifetime achievement in animation.
good. Good. Who won it?
It
Three
was,
different people.
huh?
Isn't that like 3 different people win that one?
Yeah, 3 different people because they give it out to multiple people each year. This year they gave it to, let's see. I gotta look up who they gave it to because I forgot.
By the way, I love the animation industry. I think they have a lot more passion and care about what they do, and they know that they're kind of looked down upon by the rest of the entertainment industry. But that being said, like this show was just like at least the later half that I showed up and saw, it was laughable. It was like, oh my gosh, guys, it's unraveling. That's the word I would use.
Yeah, they got upset that Brian Cranston didn't show up, and they just
Nobody.
Fuck this.
Yeah,
Fuck
none
this
of
shit.
like the bigger celebrities ever show up for that.
Mhm.
I
Because
think that's
Will
meant,
Arnett
like,
didn't show up for
pretentious.
his award either.
Oh,
Who
well,
did?
at least in the representative.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Well,
not here?
well,
Oh.
they did have the guy for Will Arnett there, for the guy who worked on
Yeah.
BoJack.
I guess I'm talking about Isle of Dogs. It's like, come on, send
Yeah.
somebody. Send somebody.
Yeah, see, oh yeah, so Ralph Eggleston, Andrea Romano, and Frank Braxton. Which Frank Braxton was like one of the first like black animators to like really break through in the industry. And then Andrea Romano, she's like a voice director.
She's a voice director.
Yeah.
And she's been doing a lot of DC AU stuff since like the 90s. She still does it today. She's like been incredible with her work. She also does voice acting.
Yeah, and Ralph Eggleston
Dang,
worked
that
on
pitch.
worked on a lot of like Pixar stuff.
They had some big Pete Docter was there.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's the name of the girl who's in charge of Disney at the moment? Disney Animation.
Jennifer Lee.
Minnie
She was
Mouse.
there. They had Jim Cummings, like you said. They had the voice of Alice. She
Yeah.
was there for Alice in Wonderland. They got some pretty big names.
Mm-hmm.
But wasn't this the first one where Junior Foray has passed? Did they do anything for that? Or was that last year?
That was
did that
last year.
last year.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, because she was the one who like founded the
That's
award
cool.
show.
Well, June's considered while Mel Blanc is like the voice of like the guy who started voice acting, isn't June Foray seen as the woman who represents like the first?
Yeah, she was there when like.
She's like the lady of animation or voice acting, rather.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I want to do a video about Mel Blanc one of these days, just talk about his life and how he just kind of revolutionized. He can't even
So a
revolutionize. it.
documentary.
Maybe so.
Are you gonna speak like David Atten?
Here we see the wild Mel Blanc. He's dead.
His voice is a porky pig.
Did y'all hear about Liam Neeson today?
I did.
Oh yeah,
like
with
this-
that whole
yeah.
thing with like he was like.
Wait,
oh,
which
I
is
was-
funny because like the movie I watched today, Liam Neeson's in it. At least for one of the stories.
I don't know the full context. I don't know what's being sensationalized because this day and age of internet information, who knows? Like what's actually like true, like off the bat.
Right.
That being said, a friend got raped and he wanted to kill a black guy. Like it makes it sound like the way they tell the story. It makes it sound like my friend was raped. I'm gonna go kill a random black guy now. I'm like, excuse me. Like that's how you're telling the story. And if it's true, it's madness. And oh lord.
Right.
But Liam Neeson, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see how that one turns out.
No, it's just like outrage culture over this. Like, what happens is it's the internet. So if someone's gonna have something, they find something to get mad at. They'll be mad at for like either a couple of days or weeks. Then they'll find something else to get mad at, and then that one will subside, and then it'll like burn out. And it happens every fucking
cycle.
time. Literally,
unless you are. There's a couple of things you can't come back from.
Yeah, like if you rape and actually were confirmed. Oh yeah, he did do this, or if you like killed someone.
Yeah,
in a
I feel like
thing.
The internet's people are more forgiving of like murderers than they are of rapists. Which
they are.
Yeah.
Like rapists.
Let's get something straightforward. Both are pieces of fucking human garbage.
Yeah.
But it is interesting where it's like I killed a guy and it's like, oh,
it's like, why did you kill him?
Somebody.
Was it reason to kill? Was it self-defense or something like that?
I guess.
Like, there's some people who get like upset at someone who kills someone for self-defense. I'm like, no, fuck you. He did it. Or else
I'm going to tie this back in to make this context apply to our podcast, by the way.
Cool.
Talking about murder and rape. So, because you were talking about outrage culture.
Yeah.
And I agree. Like, we live in the age. It's amazing because the internet, like, the way, like, it's so beautiful in what it offers, but it's also so dangerous. It is, like, literally a double-edged sword. Because, like, I see these stories where it's, like, the initial outrage of something like, oh, my God, this is terrible. Only to discover it's not true. But by that time, the damage has been done. You can't go back, and that's terrifyingly sad. Like,
yeah, it is, because it's like one of those things where you look at it and it's just like you could do something in the past. Like, for instance, I was talking to Katie about this the other day. Like, someone could do something in the past as like a kid, and like it's like something that it was just like, it was stupid. You kid, you grow from it, you learn from it, and stuff like that. But then people go back and it's just like, why are you bringing up old shit? All right, why are you bringing up old shit? Like, I've changed, I'm not this way anymore. And then like only if that stuff has meaning if the person still is a piece of shit. Like, the person still is a piece of shit, and it's like, oh well, you did this in the past. This is what you did in the past, and it's just like, yeah, but I grew from it. I hate that whole thing of just like, oh, can I get a word out? Can I say something here? Or is like everything I say just wrong? Like, what would you have me do? And then it's just like, well, what kind of punishment would be fitting for this, huh? Like, what, you just want to all hit me and say? It's just like, oh, I don't know what kind of punishment you get. Then it's just like, why are we bringing this up then? It's like, it's already been settled. It's just,
what do you think about like, okay, on Reddit, I'm not sure how closely you guys follow Reddit or whatever.
I try not to go on there if my name's involved.
I'm gonna say a name. Ever heard of someone called Gallo Boob before?
Nope.
Okay, so he's like one of the biggest people on Reddit, like karma-wise. Who cares? But he's very active on like.
Who cares about that?
Who cares? And he's on like the main like he's a moderator for a lot of his pizzas here.
Yeah, it sounded like somebody was at the door.
but yeah, he got caught recently. Like, I guess he's a moderator, and he was like filtering a post and getting rid of negative comments, I believe. Oh god, I don't want to make sure I'm not a hypocrite here. I'm dissenting false info. He got in trouble. He was doing something underhanded, which was like promoting something. He was getting paid by, I think it was Netflix, to promote something, and he was like actually like filtering out negative stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's like, dude, like, you're warping information. Like, and apparently he like locked the thread saying this thing is being targeted by haters. And it's like, no, you got caught doing something really shitty, and now you're trying to hide from it. So shame on you. But whatever. Internet's crazy, man. You never know what people are going to say or do about you.
No, those do certain stupid things and just start up something out of nowhere. And it's just like the thing is, if you bring up something that's like, so-and-so does this to old ladies is fucked up and shit like that. And it's just like, if it's not true at all, then it's just like, well, fuck, like, just ignore them. It's like not crazy. It's like not a big deal. But like, if someone says something like, oh, blah, 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 this, and it's got a little bit of truth in it, then it's just like, all right, well, what the fuck? Because now you feel like in defensive mode, like, what you say? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you then? And it's just like, that is a.
I called it. I'm sorry, it was pizza.
Yes,
you're right. It is a rabbit hole. This is why I am the most boring fuck in the universe. There's nothing juicy about me. There's nothing interesting about me. There's nothing fun about me. I work or I sit on my bed looking at my phone. That's it. That's all I do.
Yeah, it's just
guys.
Nothing. It's just like, whatever. Just mind my business, doing this one thing.
And I also go to my girlfriend's house, I guess. I hang out with her and watch Netflix.
Hey guys, I'm jumping back from Laura's.
Why do I sound like I swallow rocks whenever you guys impress me?
It's interesting.
Hold on, let me
So
stab
what
my
happens is we have to.
Famous like you.
Well, that one guy thinks I'm you on Toon Clash for some reason. I don't know why.
It was like Saber and Jack sounded alike. He was like, they do not sound anything alike.
They really do not.
I do admit that I have
wish I had his
the African American heritage.
Whoa!
It's true though.
All right.
My last name is Carver, George Washington Carver.
Wow. That's a stretch.
I told my friends back in high school, I'm like, yeah, George Washington Carver is my relative, and they're like, no. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm just messing with you.
Hey, Cosmo's in the chat.
Hey,
Cosmo!
Speaking of Toon Clash.
Toon Clash in the Graveyard
So
Smash.
yeah, Annie Awards. Well, we didn't really talk about like what won stuff because Spider-Verse won
and
everything
Hilda, that's all you
everything
need
that
to
it was
know.
nominated for. Yeah.
Because it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, and Hilda also won everything it was nominated for.
Because it's fucking amazing.
I finally got to watching Hilda last night.
Great,
Nice.
isn't it?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's
What a
great.
chilled out, pretty nice, wonderful show. I love it. Stuff.
It's Shadow of the Colossus at the beginning.
It really is.
Why are you eating pizza
Are
at
you-
8 p.m., Hirasashi? Do you know what this doing to your games on Monday night?
That's really unhealthy.
The entire thing, why don't you? Go on, we'll
All right.
watch.
Let's talk about another award show that hasn't happened yet. But
Legitimately, I didn't take my cheat day on Saturday, so I'm taking it now.
So what? I mean, you know what it means? Reset. That's what you do. Okay.
You think if a guy ever got caught cheating on his girlfriend and she's like, why? He'd be, cheat day.
Oh my gosh, that's
That actually
terrible.
has no. You joke, but
I'm
I
sorry,
know
that's not
people
cool. Don't
say
do
that. I know people fitness-wise who've done that. It's
That's
like,
not good.
And it's just like, well,
That's terrible.
It was horrible. Oh god.
Well, there's also this thing in culture where it's like almost been expected to have a side chick, and I'm like, some of us are just
well.
lucky to have a chick. So
Well, there's that whole thing of like, oh, I'm sorry, babe. Well, you know you can cheat on me and be even. Okay, fine then. And some
That's-
couples do that.
no,
Some couples do that
that's
shit, and I'm
weird,
just like,
man.
I was like, what? Because I remember talking, I was like, I don't think that's good, bro. It's like, no, it's okay. It was like, you know, a hall pass shit. It was fine, bro. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. That's your life.
Well-
I don't really give a shit what you do. That's your life. Well,
could you all be like, okay, so again, I'm going through Game of Thrones, and there's a character called Prince Oberyn, and he's like,
oh yeah.
goes to the kingdom. He's bisexual as fuck, which like awesome. Whatever. If you guys do sexuality,
Hell yeah, Steno.
do whatever you want. That's cool as long as you do it legal. That's how I feel. But his girlfriend that he brings with him is also super bisexual. They have fucking like go to whorehouses and be like, take the guy, the girl, one of these, one of those. Cool, get in here, And I'm like, damn, they are like open relationship as fuck, but they still like you see them banging other folks, but they kind of like are like, I love you the most, like they're looking at it. Could you all ever be in an open relationship like that? Because I could not. I am so
I'm not
insecure.
bi.
Well, what if your girlfriend's dating another girl?
Oh, that's hot.
By the way, I feel like I'm really getting our podcast way off
Yeah,
track. tonight.
let's go on to the next thing. The next
I'm not helping either.
So, Oscar nominations.
Yeah. What about
Thumbs
Elmo?
down.
Why won't you just dominate Spider-Verse?
Because it's animated.
I've
So
seen
Lauren-
a lot of the best movies this year or last year, and Spider-Verse really should be there. It really should.
So, Laura, my girlfriend, and I, we're actually trying to make an effort to watch all of the best picture nominees, because that way we can actually complain.
Mhm.
When Black Panther wins, because I'm sure they're going to vote on it just to get attention. I feel like if they wanted to really piss off people and cause a ruckus, Black Panther. So, that being said, I watched Roma on Netflix. That was a powerful film.
Oh, it's on Netflix now? Okay, I'll have to watch it then.
I think actually it was made by Netflix.
Roma? No, I mean, it's a
Yeah.
foreign film, so it might just be like, Netflix is the one
Distributed?
distributing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what else is there?
I watched The Favorite if you haven't.
The what?
The Favorite.
The favorite.
Okay. I need to watch that.
I've heard that's really good.
I need to watch that. I need to watch.
Isn't Emma Stone in that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Emma Stone.
Excuse me. Stars Born. I need to watch. I watched Black Klansman a few days ago. That was really good. I enjoyed that. It's just that like I feel a lot of Oscar nominees are very preachy, or art house films too, where it's like, oh yeah, this feels like this is a you made this to get an Oscar. It's almost a certain level of pretentiousness involved. But like Roma, I don't know. I felt like it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, there's also with award shows in general, there's a lot of recency bias, whereas like the more recent it's come out, the more like nominations it'll get. So, yeah, which that happened sort of with the Game Awards, where like a lot of stuff, like the more recent it came out, the more awards it would get.
Interesting. I guess because it's like more on people's minds.
Yeah. So I propose we do award shows 2 years after the year.
We're like, wait, what? Who is in what now? We don't know.
But yeah, let's see, nominations for Best Animated Feature, because that's the one we care about. Spider-Verse, Incredibles 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Mirai, which that actually won something at the Annie Awards. It won for, was it Story, I think? Oh no, it won for the best independent one. Independent or foreign.
It's just so weird to me that independent and foreign are in the same
Yeah,
category. That's weird.
Did you say independent and what?
Or foreign.
Yeah,
Hey,
you know,
I thought
yeah.
you said porn for a second.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. I was like, eh. I have guard.
They call it independent, but I say independent and foreign just so like I can get that across. Because technically all of them are like independent studios of like Hollywood. Because that's kind of what they mean. They mean non-Hollywood.
I really hope that Spider-Verse wins best animated
Oh yeah, and
feature.
Isle of Dogs, that was also nominated.
If Spider-Verse
feel-
doesn't win, then that just solidifies how actually dumb they are.
Yeah,
It really, really would.
I think I was gonna say Wreck-It Ralph was a bit of a letdown. Not a little bit. It was a letdown.
No, it was a letdown. No, I'm gonna be real with you. Like
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph 2, like I just was like, all right, I like the princess part, but the whole like middle and like ending part, it was just like it's just a letdown. Like Spider-Verse, I've seen that shit 18 times in theaters, so I fucking love that.
Hell yeah,
shit.
dude.
Like,
Hell
it
yeah.
fucking is beautiful, so it needs to get everything and all the love to it. Incredibles 2, I did enjoy, and I did see it like I want to say I capped out at 6 times seeing it in theaters, but it was like it was a different feel. It was just like, oh, I've missed this family for so long. I've missed like seeing them together. I've missed seeing all this stuff, and I can watch it anytime on Netflix. But it's just like I thought it was a good movie. Could have been better. Would have liked if there was a time skip, pretty much. But it was like a good movie for what it was. Yeah. What was the last thing, Bailey? The Mirai thing you said?
Mirai.
Yeah, I never saw that, so I wouldn't.
Is that one of the folks who did
Girl
All
Left
Up
Through
to
Time, Summer
Girl Who Left
Wars,
Through Time.
Wolf Children, yeah.
The anime movie.
Yeah.
The anime,
The why is Dragon Ball Z Super Broly and that fucking bullshit.
I do want to say that it's not very often where I get goosebumps or chills when I watch a film, especially in the theater. But the scene where Miles kind of like grew into his own with the music.
Yeah.
I
So many
love
times.
that. I love that. I get massive chills with the horns and the brass in the background.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it, guys.
High as
They
fuck,
even
too.
they even showed the like him breaking the glass from jumping off the building in the
'Cause he
trailer,
was
but
holding
it just didn't matter as much in the trailer. When it was like in the movie, you're like, oh.
Yeah, and the
Oh
movie
my
is cool
God.
because it's just
So
like it
good.
shows that because they established early on like he can't let go.
Stop
he's
sticking.
nervous. So yeah, he's just like stop sticking. And it's just like I'm still nervous, but I gotta like force myself to go off. It was cool. Like it was such a phenomenal scene. There's so much in that movie. Like I've noticed each time like watching it, like oh that's the reference. That's this. The choreography, the beautiful art is just amazing. The only thing that still pisses me off that Kingpin shit though because you ain't that fucking strong. And I don't like anyone who says it's so stupid. I will not. That's just something that's just irritating.
What do you think about Do you think Miles could have survived that fall if he hit the ground?
Well, Spider-Man's died like from those kind of impacts before. Like it
Okay.
just depends on like certain things.
Like, what's up, danger?
Well, you know, it depends.
Like,
on
what's up?
Spider-Man too.
Danger.
It really depends. God. It's like, it really does depend on like how hard, because like you remember in Spider-Man 2, the Tobey Maguire one, he like swung up and then just like landed and smacked on the fucking thing because his power stopped working. And it really depends on which Spider-Man if he hit a certain thing. But yeah,
I think what really gets me about that movie, Spider-Verse, besides being just magnificent and beautiful and a great story with great characters, tell the folks who made it did their homework. They knew Spider-Man. They lived it. They breathed
and they
it.
improved.
That's what
They improved upon it because like there's certain characters, freaking Aaron in the movie, so much better than the comic version, so much better. Like I cannot stress that enough. They made him so likable and great in this movie with what he's able to do. And the same thing with like Spider-Gwen. Like at first I was like, I'm not digging her design at first because like
I love her.
I liked it. Now I grew on. I loved it. Like that's what I'm saying. I loved it.
You grew
I
on
like the
her?
short hair. I love all that stuff. Yeah, definitely. Like Miles is, and you know, like the whole thing. And then I remember the first time I saw the movie. I remember Spider, because I literally saw the movie like a day after seeing the Broly thing, because I was still in Hollywood, so I was just like, okay, I'll see this, and I was still in like Broly hype mode, and I was like, okay, this is good, I like it, and then like it took me a few other times to go, I love this, I fucking love this, it's great, I'm noticing all these little things, and God, it was so beautiful, so many references here and there that just I love.
It's not too often where I actually really back up and love a main character, because like I don't know, I mean, Peter Parker that like trained Miles, I thought he was fantastic. He actually might be one of my favorite characters in the movie. But like, I really cared for Miles. I really wanted to see him grow. Like, I think the part that really got me is how you see him being like, I gotta be better. I gotta fill these shoes, and he's like really just juvenile. Not juvenile. That's the wrong word. Like inexperienced. Like he doesn't know what he's doing, but he's trying. You see the heart there, but not like the skills. And that really, so whenever that, you know, the Danger song starts, where he like comes to his own, storytelling, it's good stuff.
Oh.
Good stuff.
All right. Oh, speaking of Spider-Verse, there was a rumor going around that that Warner Brothers was going to do the same kind of thing with Batman Beyond, which would have been awesome. But then they're like, "Oh no, it's not true." They're like, "God damn it!"
Fuck them! I wanted to see fucking Blight and fucking.
We're too busy firing Ben Affleck. All right,
like if it's from the Warner Animation Group, like the same people who made Lego Batman, like they could do a Batman Beyond.
Yes, they could have, and it would have been fucking dope.
Better than
too.
DC
Like,
can.
Oh my god! Well, the thing is, like DC. I mean, in the animation department, they win like an animation department.
Yeah.
You have a Keyblade?
What?
You have a Keyblade?
That is a Keyblade.
When
Like an
you
actual
walk
metal
away,
Keyblade.
you don't walk away. Why? Why do you have that?
I don't know, it was just sitting next to me and I grabbed it.
Alright.
No, he actually materialized it.
Yeah, exactly. I
He's a
materialized
Keyblade.
it. Sorry, ain't got shit on me. I
He's
got
got-
Riku's arms.
He's got a really strong heart or whatever stupid bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes. Remember who gave that to you, boy. Joe, step to me with it.
what's that from?
I'll just say random shit.
Step to me with it. That line telling us out of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but man, it would have
um,
been so cool to see a Batman Beyond movie.
Mhm.
I hope that like they realize that like, wait a minute, we could do that, and then they actually start developing it.
Yep.
Yeah, they did such a phenomenal job with the Lego Batman movie, and it's just
Yeah.
like, you know, DC, when you do animation, you are gods. Like Young Justice season 3, oh my fucking god, it is just incredible. Like it is just one of the best animated series I've ever seen put to like screen. I'm just like, this is so well done. The story is so captivating. They're doing all these little nuanced things. And I'm like, oh shit, that is so well done. I did not expect that. And it's just, it's like the show never ended. Like it's like the show never
Yeah.
ended when it came back.
Oh yeah,
it just came
Tunji and
back
the Set
stronger.
said maybe Batman Beyond isn't nostalgic enough for them. I mean, Miles Morales isn't nostalgic enough for like Marvel,
No.
so
And
but they
Miles
still
Morales
did.
only
They
came
still
out, like,
did it.
Yeah, like shit. I want to say 2008, 9.
Yeah, so Miles came out like way after Batman Beyond. So
I think I would love it. I'd love to see a Batman movie in the style of Spider-Verse. Just put the same love and heart into it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. All right. What else is on the docket for tonight?
You can't say that word.
Why?
That word is reserved.
I love that word though. It's a cool word. Docket sounds so much better than agenda.
Let's call it the cocket.
Like in Billy Man.
The cocket.
No.
Hot pocket.
All right.
No.
So before we get to another like a big release that came out in the past week, something that came out this what?
Glass.
Zootopia 2. Can we talk about that?
Oh, is that like actually a thing?
Is that
Rumor.
canon?
It's a
Rumor.
rumor right now.
It is, but it's apparently been backed by a pretty solid source that it might be a second and a third.
So
But
it'll be a trilogy.
We'll see.
They're gonna the fish people and lizard people. And they're gonna have like a street shark versus like animal thing. It's gonna be awesome.
For what it's worth, though, the movie broke $1 billion. I feel like if you break $1 billion,
Your
folks
sequel
at
guaranteed.
Disney we're gonna make something because we're guaranteed at least half of that, and that's still a really big payday.
Yeah, and they're just like sequels. What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't tell me
We got a fucking franchise, and then they're just like, "This was
expanded universe." No,
animated
don't-
series."
Don't tell Race this, but I am very impressed that Zootopia was able to pull off the numbers that it did, considering that it had nothing to go off of except for Disney's name and for its own worth of what it did.
Yeah.
So, props to Zootopia.
Props. Those animal
I'm sorry, continue.
So there was a really big release in the past week, but something else came out the same day. Piranha Plant.
Yeah.
Don't do any spoilers for Kingdom Hearts, okay?
No, I'm not gonna do any. But yeah, Piranha Plant came out the same day. And I was like, oh, they said February.
They knew what
It came
they were
out
doing.
January.
They knew exactly what they were
They
doing.
knew what they were doing. There's no way anyone
Yeah.
in the gaming world did not know Kingdom Hearts was coming out exactly that day.
Because it was like it came out for
10 years
both,
of waiting.
it came out for both
13.
Xbox and PlayStation instead
13.
of being just a PlayStation exclusive. So it's like you got Xbox, PlayStation, but not Nintendo. So it's just like, okay, yeah, there you go. Like,
Yeah.
it's only on those consoles, not us. Oh, so that's how you're gonna play us, huh? All right, so everyone else gets it, but fine, fuck you guys. Here, it's just like,
Kingdom Hearts could not run on the Switch.
Oh yeah, not 3. The story so far, yeah, because all those games, but not 3.
yeah, not 3.
Absolutely not.
Plant is too OP now.
But yeah, I tried out Piranha Plant for a bit. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I
guess.
But yeah, so yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3. This is a game, since you guys went through all that bullshit, I'm just going to be honest. I remember as a child, I loved Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. I didn't touch any of that other bullshit until Paleo linked that video where it was like, you got to watch all this shit. And I was like, what the fuck? All this, what the hell nonsense that I have to like buy a Game Boy Advance SP and a Xbox? And
Yeah, well, you don't have to anymore.
Specifically an SP.
Yeah, exactly. Nintendo DS 3D or whatever. Then like there was that the story so far game that I got but I didn't play. I just like watched the videos Bailey again. So I was just like, I only played.
There's like cutscene compilations on YouTube now. So
It's
Of
too
it.
many games. I can't even keep up.
All I need is 1 and 2. I was good. I was
No,
happy as a
it's
child.
not. You
1 and 2.
need all of them, my guy.
No, I don't need shit, Hero. I was happy.
You really do.
No, I watched it, and I was just like, yeah, that happened, but I enjoyed playing these two.
Yeah,
as
like,
a child.
I mentioned on Twitter, like it's very. I'd like to equate it to like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where you kind of have to watch other things to like get certain things that are going on. Or it's, I think more accurately, like a long-running anime.
Right.
Like when someone tries to go and watch Dragon Ball Super, and they're like, "When did they turn blue? When did Goku get Super?
Yeah.
Saiyan 3? What is the fucking Super Saiyan? What? When did
Except for
Vegeta turn good?"
it's just confusing because it is not just because you haven't looked at it, but also just because it is confusing. You're like, who's this pink guy? Didn't they? Who's this red guy? Who's this yellow girl? I don't know.
Will he a bad guy one? Oh, when did he turn
there's
good?
a lot you gotta remember.
Right.
Um,
And it's funny because we're like, maybe they'll like tell you stuff. Like for the people who haven't played the game, nope.
yeah.
See, at
You
least
gotta
Dragon Ball
know.
did that. I'll give Dragon Ball that. At least they give you that. They tell you like, this is what happened. All right, if you didn't watch, fuck off.
Yeah, but I guess I'm stuck now. Cause like I mean I guess it's sort of it's weird when you start to get into something where it's like, oh shit, I'm sinking. I'm stuck in it now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, you invested all that time to like.
Yeah, I
understand
invested all that
what's going
time
on,
playing all
so-
the games, so I was like, well, I guess I'm here.
I mean, it to some strange degree, as whack as I think the storytelling is, it's
say it's
like whack.
Oh, I was like,
As black as the storytelling is.
Yes. It's still like once you do know what's going on, you're kind of like, I don't know, there's something kind of rewarding about like I know what the
Yeah.
bullshit is. I know what's going on. I understand. No one else does.
no, they can find
Yeah,
out. by
it
watching a
reminds me of
video.
like when Jax, you said that you and Sydney watched the finale of Adventure Time at
Oh,
certain
yeah.
time. Yeah, and they're like, what the hell's going on?
Who the fuck is
Yeah,
Gumball?
yes.
Who the fuck is this?
You can't
guy?
just watch the finale of Adventure Time without watching like the previous few seasons.
Why is there a war going on?
Yes.
Why does the dog talk?
But yeah, Kingdom
She
Hearts
left
3
right
is
before they kissed. Oh, that was amazing.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is, as far as like gameplay goes, I think it like feels the best.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very fluid. It's very
Yeah.
fluid with his movements.
It's really
the
fun.
The problem I have, I'm
Hanks
really
didn't
still,
show up.
I'm really still considering just restarting because I want to put it on proud mode. It really
I
feels
wouldn't blame
easy.
you because like it
It-
is pretty easy.
Yeah, it's kind of wearing me down a little bit. I'm like, let's do whatever I want.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, I'm probably
I
gonna
have one of
stream
those.
it.
Play.
I'm gonna probably stream it again, playing it on proud mode since I've already beaten it now. So
I don't. Yes, I am one of those. I want my games to be challenging. Otherwise, just press.
It's
the
like that
button.
thing. Well, it depends because there's like because I watched this whole thing where like it was actually a scene where this guy was talking about. So I was like, oh, if the game is too easy, then you're gonna get bored playing it. Then it's like there's no point in playing it. If the game is too challenging, then you're just gonna get stressed out. You don't want to. So
Right.
You need the perfect balance.
I
between
yeah.
challenges like
I
that.
equally hate games that are way too hard. What is it? Wings of Vi? My friends had me play that game in some Steam game, and I was like, this is so dumb. I spent like legit like an hour and a half on like the first boss, just going again and again and again. I was like, is
See,
this
after that,
fun?
it's
Am
just
I having
fuck it.
fun? Am I
Yeah,
having
that's
a
the
good
part where you
time?
just go, yeah, no, fuck this.
Right.
I'm not playing this anymore. This is just causing me more stress already.
Yeah.
I hate obnoxiously hard games. They're just so unfun.
Mm-hmm. I need
yeah,
perfect.
that's
balance.
when I was going through all of the Kingdom Hearts games. I was playing like all of them on standard until I got the Dream Drop Distance because I was like, I just want to get through this so I can like be ready for 3. And I was surprised, like, at the very end of Dream Drop Distance, it, like, ramps up in difficulty. I'm like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, I'll probably
Hear that?
start it on Proud.
Sephiroth
Yeah.
music.
But I've been having a lot of fun with it. Like, I think what draws people into the games, because the story, like, is convoluted. Like, I'm not gonna argue that's not. But I think what draws people into the games are actually just the characters and like I guess the interactions between them.
And the Disney characters.
Yeah.
What if Konami hooked up with DreamWorks and made their own Kingdom Hearts like game?
Like Konami would make another game.
Right.
Bold of you to assume that, young man. Young man, I'm 30.
You're both 30.
We're the same age.
I'm a year older than you.
Okay.
How old are they?
fucking brony.
I really wish they would just tell me how old those characters are. I'm just saying.
Who?
I just want to know.
In Kingdom Hearts?
No, in ponies. I just
Oh,
want to know how
in
old
ponies.
they are.
Well, didn't they have a...
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was like thinking to
Oh,
myself,
okay.
about like with Goofy like returning home to his home in like Goof Troop, and like he goes to Max, and like Max is like, Dad, why have you been hanging out with a teenage boy? It's like, Max, it's not what it looks like.
It really isn't. I was just tanking this entire time. You're not gonna give me any credit.
Come on, little Goofies. Come on, that'll cry.
Then she's
Then
like,
Donald's-
"Oh, come on, Goof, how you been? Oh, is my husband causing trouble for you again?
Oh my gosh.
Crazy. Let's go."
Yeah, and Pete comes back and is like,
Yeah. He comes
I'm
back
just
and
been hanging out with Maleficent.
You left me. Yeah, Dad. Why'd you leave me?
That's a stripper name.
Dude. Like, that wasn't cool. Or
Oh God, it's my dad. He's been hanging out with Maleficent.
You're such bitch.
I sound like Carl Weezer.
If my dad tanked for the greater good of the entire, basically like multiverse, I think I'd be pretty proud of him. I'm just saying.
Like I like to imagine that Goofy like just walks in like just beat up, tired, fatigued, he's sliding his shield, just sits in his chairs. Oh, and Max is like, so Dad, where you been?
Team Max. That's
I don't know,
Max.
Max. He starts crying.
I think Goofy is the best choice actually for being a tank, because I feel like being a tank, you would just be the most jaded individual like on the planet. So you got to have a happy man.
Yeah.
I hope they got.
But yeah, the game's fun. I really enjoy it.
You like didn't even talk about the game.
Yeah.
The game is fun. Buy it now.
The game is fun. It's
Yeah.
also damn pretty.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
pretty.
Wow.
It's very pretty. If you play Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2,
Yeah,
just watch the shit on
I'm
the
very
line.
impressed by the graphics in it. I'm like, this almost looks identical to the movies in some of them. I'm like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
it does.
It's still irritating. Well, didn't they get Tim Allen, but they didn't get Tom Hanks?
No, Tim
No,
Allen's
that's not
anything
Tim Allen.
either.
That's a
That
stand.
sounds like
Yeah,
it.
he sounds
Good.
a lot
It
like
does.
it.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
much better than that Tom Hanks one. That
Yeah.
didn't sound like Tom Hanks at all. So, and why does he
Yeah.
like breathing heavy when he's fighting? He's a fucking toy. He doesn't have lungs.
Oh! I don't know. Actually, I would count that as a spoiler. I would be sad if somebody told me that. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, you were gonna say something?
About
Yeah.
the gameplay, yeah,
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
alright.
Yeah, but yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3. If you like Kingdom Hearts, definitely pick it up. I don't think you would if you didn't.
I don't know. If people make such a big fuss, maybe they would. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you really want to get it, I guess invested in the story though, pick up the story so far and Kingdom Hearts 3. It's all in one package now.
Yeah, pick up the story so far, which is a game that contains all.
Yeah.
The way you said that made it sound like pick up all the games.
Or-
and-
Or you could be like me and just watch the shit online. Watch the video.
Yeah.
Paleo, like, what's that video you showed me? Because that saved me a bunch
good
of
enough,
time.
a good enough summary.
A good enough summary of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
The one that shows everything in order. So just play Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and watch that. You'll be fine. There you go. Good. Then play this game. That's what I did. I have the story so far looking right at me, but I haven't put it in yet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and if you have an Xbox One, I mean, good luck, I guess.
Oh, it's not. It didn't come out on Xbox.
Yeah, like the Kingdom Hearts 3 did, but not the story so far. I don't understand why. I was like, why would you not? It's like if you're putting it on.
Right for them making
Xbox
it go on
users,
there.
no, they're smart enough. They can just figure it out themselves. No, they
They have
can't.
Master Chief. They're fine. Dang.
It's nothing against the.
I thought my Xbox was just a 4K player.
Wow. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, have you used it for anything else other than Resident Evil?
I mean, I rented Resident Evil 7 before, but I just didn't have a PS4 then. Also, I use it for Cuphead because I bought it like cross-platform for PC and Xbox, so I could play it on the big TV downstairs. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's it. So if you want to ask us questions, you can ask us on our Twitter handles, which are right there. And then we have a couple of super chats already, so if you want to use a super chat, that would be very much appreciated. So, first one from Deli18. let's see. What is a substance with a potent yet pleasant smell to you?
Potent? Like, what do you mean by potent? Like it? Like,
It's a strong.
so like a good one, or like something bad, like gasoline.
I think potent has kind of the nuance of being should be unpleasant. Maybe.
Potent-
Potent powerful.
You mean like gasoline?
Is it just powerful?
Yeah, I think just powerful.
A potent
Okay.
mean like,
Sure.
wow, you, this is heavy, or it's
But
You
not
know what?
necessarily inherently unpleasant, I
God,
guess.
if only there was a way for me to discover this. Let me look it up.
Gasoline.
I thought of an example though. Fireworks smoke.
Having great
like-
power, influence, or effect,
Okay, so it's just strong.
or
Yeah.
cinnamon
of a
rolls.
male able to achieve an erection or to reach an orgasm.
Well, there you
Wow. It had to be that because you were looking it up.
No, I'm dead serious.
I believe you, but I'm just saying the universe made it so.
Yep, it happens.
So something that is potent that I enjoy. I don't really like very
Cinnamon
strong
roll
smells.
smell. Cinnamon rolls
Oh.
get me every fucking time. When you
I mean,
smell
I like the way
this.
coffee smells, but not tastes.
Oh yeah, coffee smells good. I love the smell of coffee. I don't like the taste of like black coffee, but I like
The
the smell.
best part of waking up. It's
There's
going
acid
back
in
to
your
sleep.
coffee.
Oh.
Yeah, Dad.
Yeah, I don't know if I like any potent smells.
Cocoa? Do you like cocoa?
Is that
Cocoa butter?
potent? What'd you call it?
I mean, cocoa smells like has like I don't know how to explain it. Just, I mean, it's a pleasant smell.
Yeah.
It's very pleasant. I
I
like
mean-
chocolate chip cookies fresh out of the oven. Those
Can we
smell
co-
delicious.
Can we call the amusement park water potent? I don't know.
Oh yeah, that smells good.
Oh yeah, amusement, amusement park water.
Amusement park.
Okay, well, I've said that before, but yes, I really do like the smell of amusement park water. So,
Do you like chlorine in water?
no, I think it's bromine actually.
That smells good.
Yeah, chlorine
Um,
is normal cold stuff.
so there's another super chat from Connor Johnson. One of the greatest albums of all time, Abbey Road by the Beatles, is turning 50 this year. Isn't that remarkable? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff turning 50 this year from 1960. 69 was like a really good year for music.
And for okay,
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
yes.
So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of albums turning 50 this year.
That is
It's-
remarkable, though.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
All right, let's see what's on here on Twitter.
Bring back Tommy. That's good for them.
I go down to the bottom here so we can. What's your guys' most anticipated movie of the year from Nathaniel?
Well, that was How to Train Your Dragon 3, but I already watched it.
Lego Movie 2. I mean, it's coming out very soon, so I'm gonna be watching it.
I
That,
guess.
that in Endgame, I guess.
I guess Endgame. I guess just to see how that series ends. I'm curious, like how they're gonna wrap up the Avengers. Like, well, the main Avengers franchise has been going on since 2008, so that's gonna be interesting. And then, this isn't more I'm excited for. I'm just genuinely fucking curious, and that's just the final Star Wars movie because I just need to know how you're gonna save everything. I just need to know what you're gonna do to like what you're gonna do. That's all. I'm curious. So it's like, how are you gonna end that?
I do genuinely want to see Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna bring that up.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
Pikachu.
it too. I want to see it too.
Oh yeah, that comes out this year too.
Yeah.
Godzilla, fucking
Yeah,
Godzilla.
I want to see that. I haven't seen any trailers for it, so I'll be extra hyped for it.
Good man. Let's do
Yeah.
it. I'm excited to see all the stuff y'all mentioned, but Godzilla most of all. I just can't wait, man. I've been looking forward to this one. It should be exciting. I like big monster movies. Big year of content. Frozen 2 comes out. How was Dragons 2 or Dragons 3? Was it good?
Yes, I think it was good. I think it was the second best of the three, I would say.
Okay, good.
I liked the villain. I like the villain because I play fighting games. Let's go with that.
Oh god.
His cunning just kind of.
Who is his main?
Yeah, just the way that he was a villain, like really, just strived with how fighting game people kind of are. Yeah, I can't really explain it much more than that without spoiling.
Were there any?
He's one of those fighting game people who's like, oh, I could make a bunch of.
No, he just thinks like a fighting game player, I would say.
Oh, okay.
I
I can make a bunch of people fight, but I can't fight myself.
Hey! But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I think it was a very good ending to the other trilogy.
What's good to hear.
So it was very. Like,
It was very
fast forwarding, it was
satisfying,
very,
I would
like,
say.
it was very like, this is the end.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
How was the soundtrack?
very good.
Go where no one
It
goes.
was
Does it have
very
something
good.
like that?
I really don't want to like. I'm trying so hard not to, but
Don't
I think
worry
the
about it.
soundtrack was
That's-
good. Yes.
Good.
All right. Ryan asks thoughts on Shaggy being a Saiyan now.
Oh yeah, he is.
I took that so literally. I was like, "What?"
Like, don't make me kill you, man.
Like I'm the hope of the galaxy. Someone should do that. The
genuinely
Goku
wanna
speech
see
on
that.
Namek, but Shaggy doing it.
Oh yeah, that shit is
I would
funny.
love to see a battle between Goku and Shaggy and have it actually be like a real battle. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, Shaggy whoop his ass. With his-
You think Shaggy would whip Goku's ass?
He beat God. He beat God.
Hasn't Goku done that multiple times?
No, Shaggy beat the God. Goku's beat
Oh.
a God. It's
Ah.
different. It's very different. I have to specify. It's very.
Yeah, push out them glasses, boy.
Fernandman asks, did you guys see that Walmart commercial with the famous movie cars like Jurassic Park car and Mystery Mystery?
I did.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
didn't.
neat.
That was like the one commercial I saw.
Yeah, the thing is, like, it's not even a Super Bowl commercial. I saw that commercial like way before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Major Mekazawa, have you read any Mobius comics? Mobius. Jax, would you
Never
know?
heard of him.
Oh.
Mobius comics?
Sadly, I do not. I have
Do
not.
you,
was like,
do you-
why does that
wait,
sound
do you mean Mobius like from
Morbius? Does he mean Morbius
Yeah, does
from
he-
like the
yeah, does he
Spider-Man villain?
Yeah, does he mean because there's an E in here, so maybe he meant R.
Hold on, can you
Yeah.
link what it looks like? Like the
It says
word?
Moebius, but I think it might be Morbius.
If he
'cause-
means Morbius, the living
Yeah.
vampire, yeah, I have
Yeah.
because it's like a Spider-Man villain or a Spider-Man. You know, they team up occasionally, especially in the '90s cartoon. But like, yeah, it's an interesting character. I like what they did with him in the '90s show though, where like they were so censored that since he's a vampire and he eats people, they were like, oh, we can't have him eating blood or do this thing. So they put like these suckers on his hand, and so what he would do is he would like grab people and then he would like suck out the plasma because they couldn't say blood. And it was just like it was so stupid.
Jax, you should really go on like 90s Jeopardy. You
destroy it.
I just love '90s show. Shut up. Where's my phone?
Oh my
You're fine. It's too late. It's too late. Too late.
Let me turn it off.
You're gonna drown.
There we go.
Jax is dead.
Hey.
All right. Let's see. Major Mekazawa asks, what's the show you would guys love to see get a complete series box set? For me, I would love it if regular show got released from Shout Factory, similar to the Gravity Falls set that came out last year. Yeah, regular show needs a complete set, and I think I saw somebody in the mentions talk about like apparently Cartoon Network's going to try to put out a complete series for Adventure Time, which would be great.
Yeah,
You know, I already have all the DVD stuff. I'll just have to see if like they put any extra more stuff on that.
There's so many shows I'd like. I'm sure they have a complete box. I don't buy that stuff, but so I don't know if they have it. But if I did buy it, I would want. It may be because we were just talking about that last night. But I don't know. I really would like all of my As Told by Ginger episodes in one spot.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I don't
Dude,
think. Yeah,
seriously.
that's one of the Nickelodeon shows they haven't released yet.
It's
I
not
just
Verve.
want to watch that show. Like
Is it
Verve
on
is good, but Verve doesn't have like classic Rugrats episode. It has All Grown Up, but it doesn't have like because I just want to watch like
all grown up, but not Rugrats.
I know it irritates me so much. 'Cause I've been
Cock-blocking sons of
watching it.
bitches.
And I was just like, come on, I want to watch OG Rugrats. Just OG Rugrats is like my crack. I love watching that. I missed when they used to have everything of it on Netflix because it's just so funny to watch those episodes and just, oh god, there's so many Angelica moments that are just so hilarious. But I want that so bad, like Hey Arnold. I want Hey Arnold like either on a streaming service or like on a Blu-ray disc set because I have all the DVD right here. It's great, but I want the Blu-ray. I want commentary on the Blu-ray. I want the. It's just.
Rugrats legit has some of like it's not my favorite show, but some of the humor in Rugrats is like golden tier. It's so good.
My house.
What does Miss Carol think of her kids? She thinks they're all
little What's great about that is you see Angelica's lips and you freeze the frame. It's like she does the. It's just like,
yeah.
oh, she's saying fuck.
It's beautiful. It's so good.
Thanks for all little.
Charlotte screamed, "Oh!"
Yeah.
Oh man,
I feel it though. It's so good.
I remember when Jonathan showed up in the show, like in person. I was like, "Oh my god, he's real!" Like it's Jonathan.
Well, I remember when Dr. Lipshit showed up. I was like, "Oh, he's actually an official thing too." Or like, you know, the thing is, when you rewatch Rugrats, like I think we've said this like numerous times before on this show. It's just like one of those things where you look at it and you go like, Angelica's 3 years old. She's having these complex conversations with
right. But
and
then
then
again, Hey Arnold though. Like,
Hey Arnold, they're like 9 or 10, I guess, and like I'm trying to remember like. Back then, as a kid, like I feel like the conversations seemed more impressive to you as children. But then, like if you were talking to adults, it'd be like, "Sort of, oh, you're cute as a kid." So I don't know that, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know some of the words that they use as fourth graders. I'm like, I didn't
Wait.
know that.
Like Helga like had a very high vocabulary.
Right.
Does that mean that Angelica's bilingual because she can speak baby and adult?
Well, couldn't Susie? Susie could too. So Susie was that way too. So if
Okay,
you were, like,
it's
3,
like how young you are. If you're really young, you can understand.
that is some baby geniuses shit.
The weird thing is, I can remember doing that with my cousin because my cousin was 2 years younger than me, and I could understand him, but I couldn't. But the adults couldn't understand him.
Wait.
It was weird.
Bailey, so you actually have-
no, I don't
No,
believe
no,
this.
no. The thing is, like he
You
wouldn't.
think you understood him?
He wouldn't
did.
he wouldn't like say like complete sentences. He would just like say kind of words, just random words, and I understand what he was trying to come across.
No.
So he would just be like, "Oh yeah, that's horrible, man. That's like really terrible."
No, you'd be like, "Oh, he wants chicken fingers." He wants chicken wings.
Wait, what? That sounds like courage.
Fucking.
All right. Ryan asks favorite HBO shows aside from Game of Thrones.
What other ones are there?
That's it.
I like the
I
Ricky.
guess like The Sopranos or something like that. I didn't watch.
I like the
Sopranos.
Ricky Gervais show.
Oh, the Ricky Gervais show is good, but
Yeah,
that wasn't originally an HBO show though. That
Yeah,
was like
but
a
it
English show
counts.
they
It
moved
was
over.
showed on it.
Okay, fine. It's like one of those shows they bring over.
I watched those clips on YouTube. Apparently, I think Jax, was it you told me that like Ricky Gervais and Carl Pickleton, whatever, had a fallout.
Pilkington?
Yeah, they did. So basically, Carl Pilkington went off his own way because Ricky went off his own way, and they just don't really interact with each other anymore. Like if they see each other, they do it, but like every time someone tries to bring up Carl to Ricky, he like ducks the conversation or he like switches the thing immediately and stuff like that. So Carl's doing his own thing with writing and doing his new series where he has like a I don't know how to explain. It's sort of like, you know how you have like the little devil or angel on your shoulder? He has that, but it's him talking to himself, and just it's an interesting concept for a show he's doing. Yeah,
I like their animations in the past were just god tier. Loving them.
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais is a champion of the obnoxious laugh, which I have one of those, so I look up to him as a hero.
Yeah. Ricky is great.
Okay,
Carl's
we
even
got
great.
a super chat from Delia18 here. It says here's a question for Jax Wade. Thoughts on the
Okay,
Luffy
hold on.
versus Katakuri final fight Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Asked by
Dude,
Santo
that-
Celine because the Twitter's locked for them.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that was fucking amazing, dude. Like, that is one of the fights from the manga I've been waiting for a long time. So, sorry, let me weeb out for a second, guys. So, like, Luffy versus Katakuri was a very intense fight. So, think of, like, All Might versus All for One in the thing. And, like, they just did all this extra shit where you showed, like, oh, fuck, Luffy is so super insanely powerful. And it's crazy, like, wow, he...
Was he red?
Oh, well, Luffy?
Yeah.
Was he red? Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, he used his Gear 4 power. That does sort of make his...
Gear 4.
Yeah, because you're thinking of Gear 2 when he goes, like, pink and steam and stuff like that. That's what happens. Then he like, goes Gear 3, which makes his arms giant, and Gear 4, which let him just fuck up All Might like crazy. And yes, Chad, he would fuck up All Might. We had this talk, like, yeah, he would just own this and crazy. But yeah, it's that fight was amazing. Like, they put everything in that fight. I love watching it, love seeing it animated, and yeah, it's really good. Like, that's one thing about One Piece is it's so fucking long and it's so ridiculous. It's one of those things where you go like I probably could get into this because what the One Piece needs to do is they need to do what the Naruto franchise did, and the Naruto franchise did this thing with the video games where they have Naruto Ninja Storm 2, 3, 4, and 1, and those basically tell you the entire story of Naruto, letting you play through it. So like
Naruto, the story so far.
Yeah, pretty much. And they finished it off with Naruto Ninja Storm 4, and then they went into the beginning episodes of Boruto. So yeah, it's that's what they should definitely do. But I love One Piece. I think it's great.
So if I wanted to watch Naruto, I would just play the games.
Yeah, literally. I'm not even joking though. Like,
He's
if
not
you
even
wanted to
joking,
know-
though, for real.
If you literally played Naruto Ninja Storm 1, 2, 3, and 4, you would know everything you need to know about Naruto. You'd miss some certain key things, but that's it. But like you would still get the gist of the story. Like One Piece needs to have something like that with a game where you can just play through the thing. Because fucking Dragon Ball Z has done this 26 times already, so it's like fucking ridiculous. Like I remember Dragon Ball Z Budokai, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, all of Dragon Ball Z's story in those 3 games. Again, Budokai Tenkaichi, Budokai Tenkaichi 2, Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I'm so glad the recent games started doing original stuff because it was the same story. But yeah.
Let's see. We got a super chat here from Kuro. Hey, are you guys into Has-Been Hotel, considering the traction that's getting in the cartoon community, such great animation and independent potential?
I don't give a flying fuck about that has-been cartoon. I tell you this, you little shit. I like that most recent one with the. She was like, "I'm too rich and too shit to give a fuck about this." Like with the zombie or something, whatever she was.
I like the premise a lot. I like. It's funny because a friend of ours, can't say who. I don't think it's been announced yet, so I want to keep my lips sealed. But a friend of ours is actually working on that show as a character. I think the character designs, I think it's cute. Again, I really love the premise. I think it's great. It's a musical as well. I love musicals. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, and I'm always cheering for the internet underdog, where it's like homegrown, organic stuff, and it's like
It sounds like a
fuck
mascot. The internet underdog.
yeah, I work for Netscape.
Wow.
When did Netscape go on there? Like 2001? Like
2004. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I remember I used to use Netscape Navigator. It was my favorite browser at the time, with no tabs.
I remember, like, when I found out that tabs were a thing, I was like, you can have tabs on the same window?
Right.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I could look at that and this and at the same time.
I remember printing out stuff when I was a kid, but it's pretty good. Going under the bed. Thought I was being all
I can't
clever.
even make that sound.
Thought I was being all clever, and then one day I went looking for it. It was gone, and I was like, "Fuck!" No. Well, Steven's penis. Ew. But
Ew.
yeah, I never talked about that again. I was like, "Oh my, we'll let that fall into oblivion."
Yeah,
All right.
I like Has-Been Hotel though. That artist, her style is one of my favorites. I don't know, there's something about those warm colors just make me like. Ooh.
I like the
love
fluidity of her, like.
Yeah, the fluidity. Mm-hmm.
There's oh gosh, never mind. Yeah, good stuff. Looking forward to it.
All right. DJ Skywalker asks,
Taylor, stop.
Do you guys have any thoughts on the situation surrounding Vic Mignogna?
Oh shit! I mean, like, again, I want to go back to the thing. Like, this is one of those ones where a lot of stuff has come out to show that some shit has gone out, and I'm not gonna name drop or something like that. I know a lot of people who have known Vic, and they said like, oh yeah, he's kind of a person, and like from their experiences and the people I trust, and like I've known like several people and also voice actors who said this too, and it's a mucky situation, man. I mean, he's not voicing in Ruby anymore. He's not going to Kamehacon anymore, and it's a shame. I mean, it's one of those things where you have an actor who voices a lot of characters you love that it's just like, oh shit, you know, he's fucking Broly, he's Edward Elric, he's done all this stuff that you wouldn't even think about him doing, and it's really like uncomfortable to be like, oh well, yeah, I love his work, I just don't like it. It's like I don't. It's a mucky feeling. It's a very, very mucky feeling knowing that this probably transpired, and you got to be able to separate the art from the person. It's just I don't like what's going on with this.
Can you separate the art from the artist? I know people are like you should be able to, but like there are just sometimes I really cannot.
Depends on what it is.
Yeah, it really depends. Like for instance, I can't watch a Roman Polanski movie or what he did, but then like there's one that really affected me is just the Jeepers Creepers movies is some of my favorite horror movies of all time, but the director behind Jeepers Creepers one of his movies molested a child, like took advantage of them. He went to jail for it, but it's like it's one of those things that's really disgusting because I remember I loved those movies. Those were like some of my favorite horror movies because it was like new and brand new, but it's just like and I he's not in the movie, so it's different. And then like he made it, but he's not in it. It's just that's his creation. Is weird. Or like Cosby Show. Watching Cosby Show, it's like that is Heathcliff Huxtable, not Bill Cosby. Like that is what I'm trying to focus on because that show is like what I loved, and it really depends. It really does depend though.
It's hard if it's an actor and you're watching them perform because you're like,
yeah,
the person's a rapist. The bet's in the back of your head the entire time, and it's like, well, that's ruined. Versus where it's like, look at this beautiful painting. Oh, okay, cool. This guy killed. He burned down an orphanage. You're like, ugh, like that's awful. Like that's terrible. I can appreciate the drawing. It's beautiful, but like objectively, it's pretty. But man, that's a shitty person. But if you're watching like an actor, it's on stage or on a screen. It's like, oh, no, I can't do it.
Yeah,
it's easier for voice actors, I guess. I don't know, but still, I don't hold it against people if they can't divide the two. I wouldn't fault them for having that wall built there. So it's
yeah, that's what I try to do. It really, really depends. Like there's sometimes, all right, like I'll say it depends if I know the person or not. Like for instance, there are some people I've met in real life who like I used to be a fan of their work, but then I met them and I'm like, piece of shit, I don't like you at all. And so like when I see them in work that I enjoyed, I'm just like I can't enjoy this as much because that person was a piece of shit to me, and I don't want to give the support or anything like that. So that's the only time if it personally affected me, and I'm sorry if that comes off like a bit selfish, like okay, this affected me personally, so I can't, but like that may have affected someone else horribly, and I'm happy that person is being punished for what happened to them. But if it's just someone that like, oh, this person was a piece of shit to me, and then like I see their work, I'm like, oh fuck this guy, I don't want to support anything yet.
Especially if they're actively like, if you're watching their shit and it supports them, I'm like,
yeah,
no,
exactly.
I don't want to. If they're like dead or something, like I don't know. I learned something about Hitler. Legit, that apparently the art school he's kicked out of, like people are always like, yeah, Hitler was bad at art. Apparently he wasn't terrible, in that like even the best students at the school did a walkout because the teacher was like really, really strict and had a super high like level of like what he wanted. I guess you can call him a fucking art Nazi.
Wow.
But legit though, it's just, I mean, because I value accurate history, but I've also seen some of Hitler's art, and like it's like, oh man, you couldn't draw doors, bro. There you yours, the size of
And that's
window.
why he started. Oh no, I'm not even gonna say
I'll
that.
tell you why he went bad because he had a really shitty dad who beat him. Like I think Hitler had like one sister who cared for him, and that was it. So just be good to one another. It's simple as that. You might stop the next Hitler. Just be nice to people, please.
I mean, yeah, that's
Nice.
true though. Like,
just be
people,
nice to people. Be loving.
that's
be
true though, because
caring,
like there are
talk to
people
them.
who fucking do horrible things because they felt like I'm an outcast. This world doesn't like me. No one gave me like a time of day. Their family was horrible to them, and they never had that one person show them that kindness and open up to them. And if that one person did, then they probably wouldn't have gone through like all this shit. Like like those people who are, oh god, I forget. Fucking is that movie? I can't remember. Fucking what is that Adam Sandler movie with the sniper? Like with the Steve
American
Buscemi was.
Sniper. No, it's not. No, it's not.
I can't remember. It's like a joke scene. Like it came off as a joke scene. Whatever. He was just like, hey, I used to bully you in high school for this, and I just wanted to say I'm really sorry for everything I did. I didn't mean to. And it's just like, thanks. And then like he like goes to his boy. And, like,
Oh
I'm not gonna kill him.
yeah. That's right. Well,
Yeah.
there was a video I watched recently. It was trending a week ago, and it was a kid in Verve, not Verve, VR, not Verve. I'm not promoting Verve; they're not paying me. But in VR, there was a kid as Kermit the Frog, and he was like 15, and he was just sitting there, just talking about how his life and how, I guess, he gets bullied at school. He's very articulate, very chilled out, calm guy. And there are like two guys who are talking to him who are like, "So yeah, why do you think the kids are mean to you?" And they aren't egging him on. They're actually asking like legitimate questions, like, "Let's get this out and flesh it out if he's willing to talk." And it was I don't know, it was very sad, but like also beautiful, because like you see him opening up and saying like why his life is difficult, but also being like, my life really isn't that hard. It's just difficult, at times. They think that I think he said he's like super ADD, which it makes hard, which I can relate to, where it's hard to like not prosper, but function, and I guess process things. But at the end, he's like, but this is why I like VR, because he's like, I'm 5'2" in real life, but I get to be Kermit the Frog in VR and talk to people, and make friends online.
No.
And it was a very human moment, and I thought it was beautiful because you have these guys who truly do care for the kid talking to him, and it's like that means a lot. That means a lot to this kid, even if it's an online friendship, that he can have someone to talk to. There's like a story the kid's told about how like he's a freshman in public school, whatever, or high school, and he said there's a senior kid walking up to him, and the senior kid's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And the kid said he gave him like a high five, but then grabbed his hand. And the senior kid wouldn't let go, and he kept squeezing it. And he said that he actually feels like almost like his bones were starting to like break because the guy was squeezing so hard. And I'm like, dude, that fucking sucks. Because there's this idea that like, oh, people are a lot nice to each other nowadays. I don't know, maybe they are. I don't know, but kids are fucking assholes.
Yeah,
How did
kids
you
are.
get on this
Yeah.
topic again? I can't remember.
Oh, Hitler.
well, before that was like Vic Mignogna or what?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Vic Mignogna.
yeah.
Hitler.
Yeah. Let's
Um,
move on to another question.
Anyways, kids, be good to each other.
Yeah, be good to one another. It can really help out. folks.
Like I just like zoned out for a second. I came back and I was like, "What are we talking about?"
I'm talkative tonight. I'm going off on tangents.
Yeah,
I
same
apologize.
Like me and Katie.
Yeah, you guys have a fun
All right.
podcast.
No, thanks.
Cartoon Network fanatic asks, question for Saberspark. Oh, great. Can you
You cruel bastard.
I'm so honest.
I'm ready.
can you please do future review videos on Dougal or Food Fight?
Maybe. 'Cause I know that Pan did a big review on Dougal, and I feel like I'd be repeating what he'd said, that he said. I try to avoid that. Like, I like to go for new stuff. I like to do things that are like fresh or haven't been covered, and I can offer a new
New
perspective.
fresh take.
Right. Because like Dougal, I know Food Fight's been talked to back.
Yeah, Food
Yeah.
Fight's been like spammed. Like that's just like
That's been
Fucking
talked
cool
to- talked to
knife,
death.
dude.
thanks.
That's a combat knife, right?
Yeah, I got it for a thing. My friend knows I like 80s action movies.
Shit,
It's a
dude.
random
That
knife.
goes into somebody. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
Both
exactly.
going in, a
Someone
lot more on the way out.
Someone stole from my dad's car yesterday, so I was like,
What?
"Oh." Yeah, someone like stole some from his car. So like,
What'd
now
they
I'm, like,
take?
extra- They like took his like registration and shit. Like,
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck? And like now I'm like all antsy every time I hear that door thing because I heard it go off.
So don't continue showing you that anime. Gotcha.
Yeah, I will.
You know what I learned? Actually, I learned that booby traps are illegal. Like if you ever
they
want,
are. Isn't that
Yeah.
some bullshit?
I
Like, I know how to make them too, and it's fucking horse shit. I can't set them up.
I don't think it's really that like bad of a law, considering that if it's vigilante justice, you could really fuck up someone's day, and also someone else could walk into it who's innocent. But to answer your question, yes, maybe I'll review Food Fight in the future.
I was about to say, you're doing it again.
We're doing it to each other. I'm sorry.
Ryan Wilderson asks, favorite superhero cartoons not based on comics. Easy, Powerpuff Girls.
Yep.
You know what? That was an obvious answer. So
Yeah, right. Like I gotta come up with something.
I'm gonna come. Up with
I mean,
something else, 'cause
My
everyone
Life
already
as a
knows
Teenage
I love
Robot is technically about a superhero. Jenny's a superhero. She's a superhero robot.
XJ died. I need you to fuck off for a second.
She was made to protect the world.
Let me think.
Stretchy arm and extend your finger.
Superhero cartoon that is not based on a comic book that I really like. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. There you go.
I think sorta, I guess.
Kinda.
Like a little bit.
Nah, let me think. What?
That's a little stretchy.
Oh, somebody said Miraculous Ladybug. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Christina V's on that. I met her at the Broly. Actually, I didn't. I just walked. She asked me where the bathroom was, and I was like, "There, pretty lady." And
Fanboy and Chum Chum. That's my answer.
oh, fuck you! No, you don't. I know you.
But
don't.
Ugly Martians.
Danny Phantom, even though it was shit.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh man! When we do that matchup, oh my god.
Dude, Butch Hartman's like, how dare you?
You're gonna come at me like this?
I'll-
Really? Jack's Blade? Alright, I have more subscribers than you.
Yes.
It's kind of a joke.
Yeah, Powerpuff Girls is the obvious answer.
Well, yeah, Powerpuff Girls is one of my top 10 favorite shows of all time. So,
Let's see what Butch Hartman's been up to recently. Nothing.
how about let's move on to the next question?
Yes.
What about that one show called like Super Duper Sumos or whatever?
Does Ninja Turtles count as a superhero show?
Of course they do.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's based on a comic though.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. What about Street Sharks? That's not based.
Yeah,
on,
that's not based on
That's
comic.
based on Ninja Turtles.
Power Rangers? Power Rangers?
But that's
That's the
Japanese.
cartoons.
Whatever, shut the hell up. I don't care.
I love that pause. That was great.
Hmm.
What is the
Alright.
next question?
Yeah, what's the next question?
Shit, anyone else find it
Yeah,
weird that the
monitor.
Grinch comes to DVD tomorrow? So like 3
I
months.
saw that.
Didn't it come out in November?
It's
Yeah.
Illumination. I'm not surprised, actually.
Oh, I need to go ask the movie theater if I can have this Spider-Verse poster. Thank you for
Yeah, you
reminding
better
me.
do that. You better hurry for some.
Yeah.
Ryan asks, if a Disney TV series ever made it to a Kingdom Hearts game, which ones would you want to see?
Oh, Star.
Star versus yeah.
Yeah. Star
Also-
Wars.
Also, Kim Possible, yes. Kim
Gravity
Possible would be so sick. Like
Gravity Falls.
What's the Stitch?
DuckTales.
DuckTales, yeah.
DuckTales would actually work.
What
Yes,
doesn't
it would.
DuckTales already in the game though? Because
No, just Huey, Dewey, and Louie and Scrooge are in the game. But it's
Yeah,
not
but they're not like,
world.
you know, there's no like launch pad or anything.
Yeah.
What would be the most boring answer? Like,
Dave the Barbarian.
Roly Poly.
Lizzie McGuire.
oh,
No, that's so Raven.
That would be. I don't know. You could do something with this.
Just one
Just
like,
sees the future,
like,
so-
like a basketball level here, Sashi, and they're all rapping. Just
Oh, I want to see. I think a world that would be really interesting. Wander Over Yonder.
I guess,
cool.
yeah, that would be because you know
17
that's
people
fine.
would appreciate that.
Wow, rude.
Wow.
My friend was trying to get into that. My friend Mike was saying like, "Oh yeah, I just Wander's voice annoys me so much." And I was like, "Dude, I felt the same way for the longest time. I don't know what it is. That guy's voice." is just-
Wander, yonder.
Nathaniel asks, "What's your most anticipated game of this year?" Well, it was
already
Kingdom
came
Hearts
out.
3.
Yeah, it just came out.
It was
Though actually before that it was Metroid Prime 4, but then that announcement came out, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
I'm still waiting for Freedom Planet 2 to come out.
Yeah,
I
when is
really
that
wanna
coming
play
out?
That game. Nope. I lied. I want Ori 2. That's
Oh
what I
yeah,
want.
that comes out.
More than anything. I want to be sad again. That's it.
Editman asks favorite video game / anime songs. I mean, there's a lot. I have like a playlist.
Oh, that's impossible.
Yeah, I have a playlist dedicated to that.
I have like a. Hold on, let me see.
No, you get one. We're doing the impossible question. You get one for each. Your favorite.
For video game
Don't-
and anime? Ah, shit.
Don't say blah blah
No, you
blah
can't
is
see it.
close. None of that. No, you get one.
It's like got so much on here.
Hmm.
Or our favorite OST.
No, favorite video.
Video game
Did they say
song.
Oh my
song?
lord.
Oh, that's easy. If you listen, chat, go do.
Well,
do
they said songs, so.
Okay,
Well,
video
yeah,
game
because
songs.
It's
Alright,
songs
chat.
because it's for video game and anime, but you get one of each. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but they
Okay.
said video game / anime songs.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, here
Let's
you go.
just say one.
Chat,
Let's just say
I'm gonna
one.
give you like the hypest song ever. Go look up the TJ Combo Killer Instinct theme. That shit will hype you up. I don't care who you are. Go tell them Jack sent you from POS Podcast. TJ Combo theme by Mick Gordon on YouTube. Hypest fucking thing you'll ever feel. Like you just like, I gotta move. I gotta just get to going. Like that's mine easily.
Anything
Oh
from
my
anything
God.
from the Made in Abyss soundtrack
Oh man, this soundtrack's so good.
for anime.
I just don't. Oh, this is impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Come back. We'll come back to
Just
this.
pick a My Hero Academia theme here and get on with it.
No.
Thoughts on death? Oh, sorry, you have to read it because it's this thing. It's a super chat.
Yeah. Anyway.
Buh.
Oh, there's a super chat.
Yeah,
Let's
there's a super
see.
chat by Kuro Kamuro.
Kuro. Okay. Thoughts on Death Battle leaving Screw Attack? Oh yeah, Screw Attack like had a thing happen today, didn't they?
Well, yeah, they like changed the channel name to Death Battle because everyone was saying like, "Oh yeah, we all watch Death Battle, so why are you just not called Death Battle?" And then they like ended. But that's all I know. Like that's all the tea I know. on
Damn.
that. It's just like, oh, everyone watches Screw Attack for Death Battle now, so why don't you just make the channel Death Battle? And so like that's what they're doing.
Well, I mean,
That's what gives them the most views.
I
Gives them the
wouldn't
most
hold it against him.
popular
That's just you gotta cut the fat, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. This is a weird answer, I think, but I forget the exact year it is in Chrono Trigger, but it's when you're in like Robo's area. It's like 2600 AD, I think, is the year. But it's just like some ambient song. But I have never heard a song legit ever put me in such a mood than listening to that song. It just sounds like the whole world is destroyed. It's so good. It is so good. If
Oh,
you
I
want
know the
for
video
hype-
game one.
What?
Oh, it's the friggin' Oh, it's the Overworld theme from Nier Automata.
No,
It's so
there you
good.
go, yeah.
What's the question now?
We're moving on.
Oh my.
Let's see. Just Oh, Ozzy asked thoughts on Adventure Time reruns coming to Adult Swim.
Why are they going to Adult
I
Swim?
don't know.
Freaking Marceline and Bubblegum and be like, oh god, you're so hot. Oh, God.
Yeah, but the reruns coming to Adult Swim, I don't understand.
Does that mean they have swear words in them? Because Adventure Time was TVPG. That was a rarity for Cartoon Network back in the day. Like before, it was always like got to be TVY7 or TV like Y. Like I think that was like one of the first times they had like TVPG on like daytime Cartoon Network. So that along with regular shows.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
I'm
probably why.
guessing that because I saw like an article about it where it's like they're showing it at 8 p.m.
Mhm.
Because Adult Swim goes to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
they've been
Isn't
doing
that
that for a while.
crazy?
So it just seems like it's just regular Cartoon Network then. So why would they say it's Adult Swim?
Jake's
That's
just gonna
weird.
have Bender's dialogue. Bite my ass, Ben.
Do y'all think that there's like shows like Adventure Time
or regular show where there is no cussing enhances the experience, where it forces the writer to have to be writers to be more creative. Because like there's that growing Close Enough show that might come out. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it looks like regular show was like 20 to 30, and now Close Up is 30 to 40.
Yeah.
And I do wonder if like having like less of a filter will enhance the show or storytelling or make it like dumber. I guess you have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. By the way, Major Mekazawa for that question earlier about Mobius comics. It says Mobius is a French comic book artist. So no, I haven't read any.
No, I haven't read it either.
Let's see. Jason asks, what country do you want Generation 8 of Pokemon to take place in? Or I guess what do you want the region to be based on?
Have them fight Digimon. That'd be cool.
Because for the first 4 games they based it on regions in Japan. Then for the 5th one, that's the first time they had it based on like anything outside of Japan because they had it based on New York. Then for the 6th generation, they had it based on Paris. And then for the past 7th generation, they had it based on Hawaii.
Australia.
Yeah, Australia would be neat.
It'll climb you.
Yeah, and Australia, like having a region based on Australia would be pretty cool.
fucking urban Russia. This is a bunch of like Nick Black's ash ketchum. They're squatting down with their Adidas. Oh my god, Team Rocket's wearing Adidas, like just like squatting down.
Great.
Russians crack me up. I had a Russian roommate back in college. He was great. I love that guy. He was the coolest dude ever. Dude, Russians go fucking hard. Like, they scare me. Cause I grew up in like redneck area, and I was like, rednecks are crazy. And then the Russian guy, I'm like, holy fuck, you're worse. Like, he's terrifying me.
Nicholas Walker asks, question for Sabers Park and Paleo. Are you planning on making a video essay on the future of Star Wars when Episode 9 comes out?
Nope.
He already has a great Star Wars video. Go watch Saber Sparks' old Star Wars.
He was right.
Thank you, Jax. I enjoyed that video. That's kind of that weird era where I'm like, do I do cartoons still or do I?
Go watch it.
That was like my Star Wars love letter video.
Yeah.
All right. We'll end with this one from Ryan. Not Ryan Walterson, a different Ryan.
Ryan Walterson's a very cool dude. I do like him.
Yeah, Ryan is great. Ryan, isn't it awesome that Tommy's back on Double Toasted after all these years? That's awesome, bro. Ryan gets that reference.
But this Ryan asks, what is your favorite episode of The Simpsons?
Oh, the episode where it's parody of Cape Fear. And Sideshow Bob's trying to kill Bart, and then he's like, "I'm gonna get you," and then he's like, Bart's just so paranoid he's gonna come kill him, and then Homer. There's this one scene that cracked me up as a kid, and then he's like, he like goes to the room, and Bart's just so paranoid that Sideshow Bob's gonna kill him, and then like Homer just jumps in, and he's just like, "Hey Bart, want to look at my really cool, nice kitchen knife?" And he's like, "Ah!" And he's like jumping on the bed with a knife and stuff like that, and he's just saying like, "Look at it." He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just want to show you. Like, here, let me cut you a brownie." And he's just like, "Dad, don't do that. There's a freaking psychopath after me." And it's just like, "Okay, well, I'm sorry. Don't worry. Just have a good night, son." And he walks out the room after giving him a brownie, and then he like jumps back in. And he's like, "Hey Bart, want to check out my chainsaw and hockey mask?" And he jumps in and he has like a chainsaw. And
Yeah.
Ah! He just screams. That shit was so funny.
I like that one treat.
So I've only seen one episode of The Simpsons. So
Only one?
only one.
You gotta see like more than like, at least 2 or 3, dude. Like, right in your lifetime. Like I didn't know that was possible.
No, I've really only seen one.
122. You sat down like you've never seen.
Well, because I saw it in Earth Science because they were telling us like how like the toilets spin the different direction on the other side of the planet. Yeah. So that's the one I saw.
Okay.
When they went to Australia, because like Bart had a like massive phone bill.
Yeah.
My favorite is that one Treehouse of Horror where the dolphins take over. So yeah.
And he slaps him. He's just like,
Sporky, talk man, and then he like talks like eloquently after that.
that was great. That was a great episode.
Oh, we got a super chat here from Deli18. What is a song that gets you in a happy, good mood? In before this episode title is Kingdom Super Hearts and Sour Victory. Huh.
There's two. Like first off, well, Kingdom Hearts Sanctuary. I don't feel like that's a song. It feels like more.
It's
than
an experience.
Yeah, it's just like when you listen to that, you feel like you're
None of those songs put me in a happy mood.
Like, it makes me feel like I'm in a different plane of existence when I listen to Sanctuary. So I would say, honestly, and I know it's a meme now, but like fucking All Star just cheers me out. Just like you stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't. I don't know. It cheers me up every single time.
No one knows what the song is. Rhythm game stuff, but it's called Starlight Dance Hall. It's by a guy called P Light, and what? Oh, stop! Well, I was like, what? Yeah, Starlight Dance Hall by P Light. I like every time I play this song in my car. It really doesn't matter how bad of a mood I'm in. It's just such a happy song.
So,
I'm sorry. But why is Kingdom Hearts successful? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it.
You used to play it though,
No,
Saber. You just
I
screamed
know.
about it.
I
yeah, you
still
like
get it.
100% of the first game.
I don't get it. Who greenlit this shit? So, you know those Japanese characters with the big ass swords? Picture this. They're hanging out with Mickey Mouse. No, stop right there. Put in press right now.
Wow, did I stutter?
Fucking, dude,
It's like that Mortal Kombat versus DC game that came out. Like, it'd be fucking awesome if fucking Scorpion fought fucking Batman. Wouldn't that be the hype? It's just like that makes no sense. Why?
I gotta say though, talking about chills and songs, 'cause Jex, you mentioned Sanctuary from Kingdom Hearts. The end of the game of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, they roll out the credits with this orchestral music. It is fucking phenomenal. I get goosebumps listening to that shit. I just actually played it like a few seconds, 5 seconds. I'm like, oh, love it, man. Good stuff.
But what song puts you in a good mood? A happy good mood? Because I'm gonna bring up Made in Abyss again because like the original score for the show doesn't really put me in a good mood. At least not most of them.
Yeah, because it's gonna remind you of shit that happened.
But the opening song is like so great. I love it. Like I love the full version of it too. It's really great. It feels like you're going on an adventure.
I'm listening to this song right now, and I'm in a happy mood.
Did you listen to what?
Oh, Starlight Dance Hall. It's the song that I said puts me in a good mood.
I'm not good at answering these questions. I'm not. I'm gonna be like,
It's the How to Train Your Dragon 2 song. Just say that.
Yeah, the one where they go where no one goes. That one. You like that one a lot.
I trust you. I wish Laura was here. She knew my answer.
What do you mean you trust me? You told me.
Yeah, you told me too.
What? When did I do that?
During a Skype call. Yeah, it wasn't even a Discord call. It was a Skype call.
Yeah.
I believe you, though. I do believe. I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I'm more impressed with how fucking stupid I am. Like it's like people are like, Steven, don't tell anybody. But here's a secret. You know, I'll be like, don't worry, I'm gonna forget. Like I've been told where like I watch movies with Laura, and she's like, I'm like, Plot Point's amazing. She's like, you knew about this a year ago, and I'm like, yeah, I remember. I'm gonna be the most bomb-ass Alzheimer patient of all time. You just wait.
All right. Let's see. I know the Enigma Friends had a thing on here. And then we'll end it. Let's see. What are 3 genuine things that make you happy? Dinosaurs, dolphins, and Nintendo.
Oh, you should have had a third D. All right.
Just summon up Paleo in 3 words for real. That's it.
Wait, no.
A third D? What would the third D be?
Boobs.
Double D.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. 3 things that make me happy.
Jack, explain. What would it be for you? The 3 things that would summon you.
What? It's not summon you. It's that make you happy, right?
Yeah.
Same thing.
I like. Can I just say? Well, hold on. Boobs, butts, anime, titties. That's stuff I like. I love my dog. I like working out. I like watching anime. I watch like animation in general. I like puns. Puns make me really happy. I love puns. They always
There
crack
you
me
go. Dogs, puns, and animation.
and
There
working
you go.
out.
That's
What about
cool.
you, Hero?
Boobs.
Rhythm games. Animation also. And honestly, just when the song is just right. Oh.
Yeah.
I was told that actually, like, there's a certain type of like brain that's wired for that, where some people can't get chills. I'm like, that
that
sucks. That sucks hard.
We're like, oh, do you mean those people that don't like anything?
Man, when you're in a movie and that song hits you right, oh my god, it's like indescribable.
I love it, man. It's good stuff. I remember as a kid being like, I'm gonna make believe my own song in my head and get chills from thinking about my cool ass story, and I'm the only one who ever did this. Everybody does it. For me, Lanny makes me happy. My girlfriend makes me happy, and my family, who I also consider my friends, my family, make me happy. So, that's my answer.
Those are people. Those aren't things.
Oh,
Speak for yourself. I'm a thing.
I guess animation. I guess food, and I guess more food. I like traveling. I like going to cons and going on adventures. It's fun.
Yeah. All right. I guess we're done
Yeah,
Cool.
Done.
for the night.
A good full podcast. Well done.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. That will be on the 18th. So we'll see you guys then. Bye,
Have a
everybody.
blessed night, people. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Bye.